Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel, part 127. Sorry I'm so late with this news. I didn't know it existed until a few hours ago. Like earlier today. I didn't see any headlines about it. All I knew yesterday was that Elemental was Pixar's next movie, had a 2023 date. That's all I thought happened, but I was wrong. Because several more things happened regarding some MGM movies, and we're about to talk about them right now. So, for this episode, we're talking about three movies. I know the main one here is 13 Lives, but there's two others that have been affected too. So, what has happened is that some of these MGM movies were supposed to be released theatrical only, but things have changed. Instead, they're going to go to Amazon Prime. Yeah. And, 13 Lives is the main one. It was supposed to come out in November, but it has moved to August. And it will be launching globally on Amazon Prime Video shortly after a limited theatrical release. So technically, it's still theatrical, but it won't be a wide release anymore. Have a limited release, and then go to Amazon Prime Video. So yeah, that's something. Which is really weird because last time I talked about this movie, which was I think January, it was January or February. Apparently had the best test scores out of any MGM movie ever. So you'd think they want this to do well theatrically. If they had so much confidence in it. But I guess not. I guess they just wanted to put it on Prime Video. Because if you remember, MGM is, Amazon bought MGM. They acquired MGM. Similar to how Disney acquired Fox. Same thing. And, this initially happened last year, but it wasn't finalized until this March. So now it's official. And which means that obviously, just like all the Fox movies that were in development or were finished when the Disney acquisition was finished up, all these MGM movies are kind of up in the air right now. And 13 Lives isn't the only one being affected, because I have to scroll down here. Two more movies have the exact same plan. Those movies being Anything's Possible and Samaritan, which was a Sylvester Stallone superhero movie. They're supposed to be theatrical only too, but that's changed. It has the same strategy as 13 Lives. They don't have dates yet, but they will come out this year. So you're probably wondering why. Why would Amazon or MGM, why would they do this? I mean, I guess I already said maybe they weren't so, maybe their confidence wavered a little bit. Maybe they were a little more, either they were more skeptical about these movies, or they really want to push Amazon Prime Video. They want to put more content on there. And Amazon Prime Video, they've definitely been moving up when it comes to I guess general streaming popularity, thanks to several key shows, The Boys, Invincible, hell, even this year of Legend of Vox Machina. All those shows getting a lot of people's attention. And with their movies, Amazon has bought several movies. They put them on the service. There's Coming to America. There's The Tomorrow War. There was the bad Cinderella movie from last year. There was Hotel Transylvania 4. All those went to Amazon. So this is just more product they can put on their service. But they said all their other movies are going to stick to their original theatrical plans. Which means Creed. I think one of them is Creed 3. I know that. it'd be really asinine if they put that on Amazon Prime Video. But they're sticking with the date. And you see right here, I mentioned coming to America, Tomorrow War, Cinderella, Hotel Transylvania 4. I forgot Without Remorse. I forgot about that one. I guess Borat subsequent movie film. I guess that counts too. And and yeah, they have like 200 million subscribers. Wow. Probably helps that Amazon Prime Video is directly connected to Amazon Prime, which is what you use to get like your packages a few days earlier. So it's probably the best business strategy out of all these streaming services. Not only do you get your packages much earlier than usual, but you also get a ton of, original shows and movies. So win-win. But yeah, that's it pretty much. To be brutally honest, I don't care about any of these movies. I probably wasn't going to watch any of these movies anyway. But it is still something to take note of. Proof that this whole streaming thing, it's not over. It's still having an effect on movies, just not as big of an effect as it had last year or the year before. It's a lot less chaotic than it was originally, but it's still happening. So, yeah. Now it's time to play everyone's favorite game. What will happen next? Ooh. Like I said yesterday, it's hard to say. Most of the stuff that's been going on is mostly next year, 2023. But I guess I can go through 2022 again. May is safe. June is pretty much safe. July is safe, more or less. August. Well, we now know Samaritan. Scratch that off, more or less. I already mentioned many times, Bros, that's September. Man from Toronto, that's Netflix. The rest of these movies should stay put, I would imagine. Although I think the first weekend of August is a tad too crowded now. I feel like one of those movies might move, but besides that, it should be fun. September looks fine. October looks fine. Uh, 13 Lives, already mentioned that. That's not only coming out in August, but that is now Amazon Prime Video. But the rest of these movies here, like Creed 3 is staying theatrical, no doubt about that. um December looks fine, I would say. Then 2023, not to mention all these movies that are just up in the ether. Well, Quiet Place 3, that doesn't come out till like 2025, last I checked. So, yeah, but the rest of these are kind of just like up in the air. And then 2023 rolls around. A lot of these movies, I don't know. I guess they can stay put, but I don't know. It's such a long time from now. Things are obviously going to change. This is not going to be the final schedule. So, but yeah, a lot of movies here that I imagine would stay. I mean, it's nothing too extreme. Like, competition isn't too fierce. Well, maybe Aquaman 2 and John Wick 4 going back to back. Maybe that's not the greatest idea, but Aquaman 2, man, with the whole Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, $50 million defamation trial that's still going on. Amber Heard just finished her testimony. And apparently she said that her fate in that movie is up in the air. The smart move is to cut her completely. And if they do cut her completely, I will watch the movie. If they don't, I won't watch the movie. Simple as that. So it's up to Warner Brothers. Like, the ball is in their how's the saying go? The ball's in their court, more or less. I don't know. They have to make the final call. And whatever happens, happens. Well, we don't know. That movie's not till next March. That's like 10 months away. Long time. So who knows what will happen there. There's April, there's May. I know Fast X got into some trouble with Justin Lin quitting the movie because of Vin Diesel's unprofessional attitude. They got a new director, so things seem to be going okay now. June, I already mentioned June. Everything here. It's a crowded month, but I guess it could stay put. July exists. August exists. September, October, November, December. If you notice, there's a lot of open slots here that can be filled up with other movies. So yeah, like we'll see what movies fill up these slots, or if any like earlier 2023 movies moving later, or like any 2022 movies moving next year, which has happened already. I mean, look at freaking Across the Spider-Verse and The Flash and Aquaman 2. You know, this is not a new thing. So, and Super Mario Brothers, the animated movie, that too, and John Wick 4. Like, quite a few of these movies were supposed to come out this year, but they didn't. So, we'll see. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. And if anything changes, I'll obviously let you know about it. But it'll probably be something that I didn't expect because that's how what usually happens. That's what happened with this episode. So we'll see. Anywho, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage for all previous, movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I mean, yesterday I talked about Elemental from Pixar. And yeah, things have been very quiet this month in the grand scheme of things, which is great. April was a nightmare. But so I'm glad things have slowed down quite a bit. But if you want to watch any of the past cancel episodes I made, all including this one, 127 episodes, good, over 2 years of content, go right ahead. Watch from beginning to end. Highly recommend it. Binge it. Do it. There's box office predictions where I predict box office for movies. This weekend I have two movies to do. I have Down Abbey: A New Era and Men. Then the week after that I have the Bob's Burgers movie in Top Gun Maverick. Then after that, I guess these two movies, but I'm not too sure about it. So this is kind of like a question mark with June 3rd. Then the week after that, I'll definitely talk about Jurassic World Dominion, then Lightyear, then The Black Phone, then Elvis, then Minions Rise of Gru, then Thor Love and Thunder. And the thing is, I'm going to be stuck doing like 1 to 2 movies a week until the 15th. So that's 2 months of just 1 to 2 movies a week, which in one way, it can be good because there's less work, but at the same time, there's less content, and content is key. And yeah, but you know what? Stay tuned for all of those videos. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. May recap will come out like that first weekend of June, which is pretty much dead anyway. It's a weekend I may or may not do a prediction video on. Depends. But yeah, stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.